not ideal for this organ. It's
organ, right? So we want one that's not copyright that you like. It's all for that organ.
I know. I feel bad asking now. So welcome to another video and to another organ. Today I'm at St Lambert's Parish Church in Burneston in North Yorkshire to look at this lovely 2-manual pipe organ. Firstly, if you haven't been to this channel before, my name is Paul and I visit pipe organs all over the place, wherever I can get in. So if you're interested in pipe organs and haven't yet subscribed, I'd be so grateful if you would hit the subscribe button. You'll find it down there somewhere and join me on these visits. But without further ado, let's have a look at the organ. So I'm sorry for no video last week. I've just got a puppy. I'm going to put some video of that in there, and it has been very time consuming, so I apologise for that, but it's really nice to be back this week with this lovely organ. As I mentioned, this church is Burneston. It is in North Yorkshire, and I believe this is the only church in the UK, or the only Anglican church in the UK that is dedicated to St Lambert. So I'll put a link to that in the description for you to have a look at if you're interested in that kind of thing. It's quite an interesting read actually. But this organ was built by Abbott Smith in around about 1910. It is a tubular pneumatic 2-manual pipe organ. It's a lovely looking organ. It actually looks to be a lot bigger than it actually is, but it has some fantastic sounds. A little bit out of tune here and there, but I'm told that is going to be worked on very soon, and I'm only here because I was invited to play for a wedding last weekend, and I was really impressed with this organ, so I want to share it with you. So without further ado, let's have a look at the stops as usual. I'm going to start here on the right, which is the grate, and it is of course the lower manual. Let's have a look. So as you would probably expect, the first stop on the grate is an 8-foot open diapason, and it sounds like this. I played all the wrong notes, but try and ignore that. It does sound really nice and bright. I'll also incorporate some pictures of the interior of this church. It is a stunning church, really is nice. So that was the open diapason. Next we have a major flute. It's also an 8-foot. That is quite out of tune. It certainly needs a tuning. By the way, the blower for this organ, the electric blower, is right on the other side of this church, which isn't an ideal space for it. And I'm told that in the coming months, all of these pews in front of the organ are going to be moved. There is going to be a new blower installed, which is going to be right beside the organ, which makes a lot more sense. And who knows where that will lead, hopefully to small organ recitals, concerts, this, that and the other. But going back to the stops, I'm sorry, that is a major flute, which sounds really nice and fluty. Yeah, definitely out of tune. We have a Dulciana, it's also an 8. Try that with a flute. spots off there, that'll be the tubular pneumatic action, I imagine. Struggling a little bit, but it's such a lovely tone. The final stop on the grate, unfortunately no 2 foot, but we do have a 4 foot octave on its own. Let's try that with the open diapason. Lovely and bright, and it's so nice to have that actually, because we don't have that 2 foot. It just adds that sharpness and that brightness. But before we try something on the grate, the pedal stops are also here on the right hand side. We have a 16 foot Borden. So plenty of depth and here, plenty of air blowing through there as well. 8 foot bass flute together, so quite bassy. Again, that action just sounds like it's struggling a little bit. By the way, the pedal board is a concave radiating pedal board. There are 4 toe pistons which duplicate the thumb pistons on the manuals, which I haven't looked at yet, and there's also a balanced centralized swell pedal, which I noticed on the weekend when I was playing here. It's very, very high, it's easy to miss, but it's effective and it works and it sounds really nice. So let's try something on the grate and see what it sounds like. Let's have a go. Although it doesn't have that 2 foot, which would be really, really nice, it does have that powerful 4. So nice and bright on its own. Let's move on to the Swell, which is here behind me on the left. Let's have a look. So of course, this is the top manual. The very first stop on the Swell is a violin diapason, which is of course a diapason with a stringy tone to it. Let's see what this sounds like. Lovely. That's a lovely tone. And we also have a raw flute, which is an 8. Lovely again. With the box shut. Very effective swell pedal. We have an Echo Gamba, an 8, which normally means that it's an enclosed, which clearly it is because it's on the Swell, or sometimes on larger organs they're on in a separate part of the organ to give that echo effect, but on its own, lovely string tone. Let's try that with a violin diapason. Very nice. We have a 4 foot again. This time it is a harmonic flute on its own. Lovely, with the 8-foot raw flute. Lovely, and finally, really to add that beef, we have a reed, and it is an 8-foot horn on its own. Nice. Very nice indeed. And we also have a series of couplers here along the top manual, which makes the organ actually look a little bit like a Binns. But we have a Swell sub-octave to great, a Swell octave to great, which are really nice to have, particularly because we don't have the 2-foot. I'll show you that in a second. We have a Swell to great, Swell sub-octave, and a Swell octave. But yeah, really nice to have those couplers. And over here on the left also we have the Swelter pedal and the greater pedal. And as I mentioned earlier, the couplers on the pedals are duplicates of the thumb pistons. So thumb piston 1, 2, 1 and 2, and with the horn and with the Swell octave. So rather than try something just on the Swell, I'm going to try something to conclude on the great with the Swell coupled to that, and of course that Swell octave to give it hopefully that brightness. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's have a go. That is a lovely organ, and it is a lovely church, absolutely fantastic. Like I say, there's a few little faults here and there. It could certainly do with a good tune. Hopefully that will all happen when the new blower is installed. But a massive thank you to David, who has been kind enough to keep an eye on the dog and has given me permission to come here today and to record this video. Also a massive thank you to you for watching. Really appreciate that. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, I would be so grateful if you would consider hitting the subscribe button and joining me on the visits. But until next time, until the next organ, I shall see you later. Bye for now.